And we're back from the bathroom.
I had to pee.
Broke the seal. You know how it is. You know how it is.
I have a really tiny bladder. I apologize for that. Let's continue to the videos.
Yay! Okay, so this fourth one, I'm not going to say what it is. We will just play it.
Lights were flickering inside the refrigerator, and I thought that was strange. I had never seen it before. But what really creeped me out was the light in the bathroom started flickering, and I heard water running. So I kind of snuck around the corner, and the water was on. As I started to walk away from the bathroom after cutting the water off, I kind of heard something behind me, and that was actually this door here that closed. That's when I really, truly got freaked out.
Cody walks outside and calls his girlfriend to tell her what's been going on. She tells him to stay out of the house.
I said, well, look, I'm going to go back in and I'm going to keep filming because I don't know what to expect.
And when he does, he finds the kitchen in total disarray.
All the chairs were on the floor, knocked over. All the cabinets were open.
Nope.
I said, nope, I'm going back outside. I don't know what this is. I got scared.
After 2 hours, Cody finally musters up the courage to go back inside the house.
I went through every single room looking for somebody, thinking maybe somebody had gotten in and they were just trying to scare me. I checked every room, under every bed.
He doesn't find anyone.
The fourth or fifth time I had watched the video, I noticed something in the corner of the room, which is actually my daughter's room. So I screenshotted it and I just zoomed in on it. My heart just dropped. I could feel my face, all the blood in my face ran. I mean, it scared me. It just looked like somebody watching me. I didn't sleep that night.
If I captured something like that, I would not be going back in my home. I mean, at all. Without a team of investigators and possibly a priest for exorcism purposes.
This is such a classic horror movie moment. Nope. As humans, we assume to look around at our eye level and see what's going on. So we are missing the thing that's right above us. And in this case, that's the scariest part.
I often talk about spirits in the home being benevolent, being helpful, not to panic. But when I see something like this, when I see that upside down head peering into the main room, I got to admit, a part of me does start to panic.
This face in the door frame is coupled with all of this poltergeist activity. That's an escalation. And what's so scary about that is if it's a poltergeist, this isn't like some ghost trying to talk to you. This is a manifestation of the house. Like the house has created that image for you to see.
So was that a video and then he like paused it on that part and saw the head there?
No. So what happened is when he was reviewing the video, he, out of the corner of his eye, he's like, oh, what is that? You know how you're scanning over something and you see something that you didn't see before? Like when he was actually taking the video, he didn't see anything. So when he was watching it back and reviewing it, like I'm assuming reviewing it with someone, he's like, oh, what's that? He took a screenshot of it, zoomed in, and saw that something was peeking out.
So my first reaction would be like, this is freaking me the fuck out. Had I seen, if I took a picture or had a video, zoomed in and saw what he saw, it would have made, and I'm angry for him. Like, that pisses me off.
Especially because it was in his daughter's room.
I would have. So this is what I would have done. I would have walked in there and been like, fuck you. Because you know what? No, just looking at that just fucking pisses me off. Like, it's trying to take control.
Yeah.
And it is being very obvious about it, clearly. No. Not today, Satan.
And I would
maybe today, because I did that, I probably shouldn't do that.
But I was like thinking to myself, you know, and I don't know what the back history is. I don't know if they've had other poltergeist-like activity. I don't know, you know, when it started, if anything escalated it, if there's any history with the house. I didn't dig too deep into that, but just seeing images like that scares me. And because it kind of reminds me of Gio, you know, him telling me, you know, he sees like a black monster thing, shadow thing up in the corner of his bedroom. Or when I told you I was laying with him and I heard this crackling click sound, and he's like, "Did you hear that?" And I'm like, "Oh, buddy, it's just the fan." And him saying, "No, that's it coming." Stuff like that creeps me out because it's like I'm wondering, is it demonic? Is it just something trying to make itself known? What is it?
See, and I feel, okay, and also I feel like after I've been drinking wine, I grow some bigger ovaries.
Kahunas?
So I'm like, no, like take charge. But then at the same time, had I come into that situation completely sober, not really, I would have been scared. I honestly wouldn't have gone back. Like, I might have to pack the house during the day, but that happened during the day also.
It happened during the day, and he was by himself.
So I would have had people come over and be like, "Hey, let's have a moving party."
Right. And that's the thing, too.
that.
I mean, I know one of my counterparts in Sim always says, you know, when something like that, you have to confront them and say, you know, you're not welcome here. This is our space.
My drunk brave self.
Right.
Been like,
this is our space.
You leave.
And I know I can say that, but like if I see something like that, I don't know if I could.
But it is after the fact, and then I feel like I would have had more, because you didn't see it face to face. That was not face to face. That was after the fact.
Peeking.
That was, yeah. And I would have been like, "Oh, are you scared, bitch? Go figure. Go fuck yourself." Type attitude towards something like that.
When I first saw that, I'm just like, oh my God. And you know, it's funny because, like I said, every time I see something like this or I'm watching a scary movie, I would be like, I'm getting the fuck out of there. I'm not living in that house, blah, blah, blah. We've had so much activity in our house and we're still there. So it's not as easy as it sounds because it's like, as much as you want to just pack up and move, you know.
But have you ever had your cabinet doors open?
No.
I've
heard knocking in the kitchen area. Like I didn't even show you that video. It was a video I was regularly vacuuming. I'd stopped vacuuming. I'm winding up the cord. I'm going to put it in the kitchen, and all of a sudden I hear like something that sounds like it drops and rolls, like a marble rolls across the floor. But how does it do that? Because above me in the kitchen is the laundry area. It's not like the floor is that long for something to roll. And then all of a sudden I hear the thing that you heard when you were over, they jump off of the bed and the run in his room. But no one was home. It was just me. I did it. Gio was at school and Casper was at work. It was just me at home. And I don't know what it was. Like, often I'll hear that. I'll hear it even when he's in his room sleeping. I'll be, you know, playing solitaire or something on my phone, winding down for the night, trying to fall asleep. And I'll hear the do, 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 do. And I'll look, I'm like, is he awake? Does he have to go to the bathroom? What's going on? And I'll look. Nope, he's wrapped up. His eyes are closed. He's still sleeping. And it creeps me out. I can't even imagine how I would react if I saw a face. I don't, half the time I don't even want to look at the video anymore because I'm scared I'm going to see something. And a part of me just doesn't want to know.
And in Japan, I did hear if you look a spirit in the eyes or you look them directly on, it is a bad omen. So that shit freaks me out a bit.
Well, also, too, I also heard that if you acknowledge it, like if you talk to it, stuff like that, then stuff.
So if you're saying,
more,
fuck off.
like if it's trying to get your attention and it's scaring you, and you say like, or you react to it and be like, oh, what was that? Or blah, blah, blah,
right.
Then you're inviting it to do more activity. But I don't know. I've always been told not to investigate your own home. I can't remember what the exact reason of that is. I don't know if it has to do with attachments or possessions or anything like that.
Probably.
But I haven't done it yet, so I might have to have someone come in and... I even told Casper, I'm like, go get a cross, go to a church, get it blessed, get something, some kind of blessed relic in there, because I don't know if it's evil or not. And that's the thing that I get worried about. Like, I get worried about possession, because I'm like, I don't want the beginning stages of, what you witness in movies of possession and stuff like that. Because I don't know. I don't know what I would do if Gio got possessed. I'm sorry. I'd have to kick your ass out.
Finally.
Like, bye. But no. On a serious note, it is very scary. I mean, especially in the movies where they show people going and touching or going into, like, churches and stuff like that, and they're still being possessed and stuff like that. It just creeps me out.
Well, see, and I don't believe in God, so...
But that's a whole nother level of it. It's showing... I feel like they are prepping people for what? I don't know.
I don't necessarily not believe in God. I don't believe how he's been portrayed. Or, I know there's higher things. I know there's more than just us, obviously.
But that's what I feel like, they're showing these... movies where people are possessed and they're going into religious places and they're still possessed and stuff are happening. And then on the flip side, same thing kind of going all over the board here. Same thing with zombies. They're showing different levels of zombies, like zombies that can jump up into the window and ones that are slow, but there's also ones that are intelligent and they're throwing bombs back at you. Mm-hmm. Like, are they testing something in Area 51 and we don't know about? And they're preparing us for these different levels if an apocalypse does happen?
Babe, what is that movie we're about to watch tonight?
What are you watching? What are you watching? What's it called?
He's not listening.
Is it a zombie movie?
No, it's about a priest. So...
A priest?
I don't know, like a nun or something.
Oh, you're watching The Nun?
No, it's not The Nun. And I wish he was paying attention. I don't know what it's called.
He's like, hold my beer.
I know, he has his thingies in his ears.
Oh, does he have his thing in?
Yeah.
Hi.
Say what?
What is that movie we saw on Plex with the nun? In the front.
Pray to the Devil.
Pray to the Devil.
Oh, yes.
That's what I want to watch tonight.
Wait, where are you watching it on?
Here.
Are you watching it on... No, I mean, like, what platform?
Plex.
Okay, well, let me know.
Maybe we'll do a...
Well, let me know so we can do a watch party.
Yeah.
Again.
All right,
we did a watch party. Those are fun, by the way.
It is
You
fun.
should do it. Scary movies. Ooh. Okay. So, we did this one. The next one. This one. I don't know if you've seen this one, but this is pretty good. So, let me cue it up.
What room is that? If it's the room right above him, it should be 209.
John, do you copy? It's room 209. Amy says nobody's checked into that room, and there's reports of screaming coming from that room. Amy, he's on his way down there right now. What's going on, John? There's no one checked into that room. There should be nobody in there. Wait 1 second, John. Amy, are you there? Yeah, John says he hears the screaming coming from that room. And I hear it too. But we're sure that no one's checked into that room. Correct? John, just wait.
So what creeped me out about it was the fact that, okay, so he's on the earpiece, he's communicating with one person, the dispatcher's communicating with someone else that's at the front desk. They're saying no one's checked in the room. They hear,
But if you hear screams...
Well, so what happened was the people that were staying in rooms next to it kept hearing these screams, and they reported to the front desk. So that's why and it looked like he was like kind of like basic security. Like he didn't seem like he had a weapon on him or anything, or even a taser.
He had a flashlight.
So like he went in there. They told him to wait because they were probably going to call the police. He went in anyway.
Well, I know, but if you're hearing that, like you're not.
You want to go in and help.
You know, I'm gonna wait. If somebody's dying, it's fine.
Right. If you hear the screaming, you're going to want to go in and wait.
You're gonna want to see.
Yeah. So I mean, I guess what I would do in that situation is, me personally, I would probably go in too, to check it out. But like him going in and seeing overturned furniture, the shower running, the carpet ripped up.
I absolutely would have left like he did, and he was like, "I'm scared."
Mm-hmm.
That's
and
scary.
then seeing that phantom kind of or whatever that mist come out. But the thing that scares me is like I'm thinking like was someone murdered in that room previously, but like. It's like residual energy.
See, I feel like energy is just it's so ebb and flow. And I don't believe that just because somebody dies in one place, that is where their energy lies. I feel like it's constant flowing.
And I'm wondering.
There's always flow.
And I'm wondering in that situation, like, what was going on that caused that? Is it poltergeist activity?
Maybe it was somebody who stayed there. Maybe it could have been people in the hotel that had something. It could have been so many things.
I know, it's so hard in that situation. But like
And that hotel would have known if somebody was murdered in that room.
And that's the thing
maybe
is
they
like
did.
legally
Maybe
do they have to disclose it? Do they have to disclose it for a hotel? I know they do have they have to disclose it for a house. When you're selling it, that someone died recently or whatever in it, but do they have to for a hotel?
Interesting.
Because imagine getting a room at the Cecil. Who knows? There could be numerous rooms where someone committed suicide. Do they have to disclose that when you're booking a room and they're like checking you into your room? Hey, just so you know, this room, someone died in it. That's what I'm wondering. So
That's true.
I don't think so. I don't think they have to for a hotel.
I feel like they should then.
They should.
Because that's...
But I don't think they do. But that's just, I mean, that was so, like, compelling because it's, like, the actual footage and stuff like that. Most of these, I would like to see the timestamp. I mean, you could see a little bit, but it was so tiny. It was hard to see. But anyway.
Next?
This next one, I wasn't able... I'll try to find it and just send it to you. There is an actual eBay list for this, and I'll tell you what I'm talking about after we watch the video. This is the next one.
A deliberate attempt to contact the spirit of a deceased person is known as a seance. Hey. But I have a skill you might like. Want to try it?
Okay, so that was just that one. That was the Alexa one. I didn't do the full one. There was also, he actually had it too in his kitchen, and it was saying random binary codes. Like it was like 001, 000. And then it was talking about natural disasters. So the backstory about that is he bought this Alexa off of eBay. The person who was selling it, trying to get rid of it, listed that it was haunted. It was saying all this creepy stuff, and it would randomly talk by itself. And this guy, of course, because he didn't believe it, bought it. I don't know how much he bought it for, but it started doing the same thing for him. They had already had some kind of activity going on in their house where their lights would turn on or it would flicker in their living room. Kind of, I think you told me about that one. Same thing happened to them in the living room. They were watching a movie
and it flickered
and it randomly turned off. Well, this Alexa would randomly just say stuff that had no one activated it. it would say like creepy things like it did, like about talking about spirits. One time it talked about like the Ouija board and stuff like that. And they bought it, and that's all the stuff that was happening. But that was just one example of it. They put it in there. They had it in their bedroom first, and then they moved it out to the kitchen.
I'm wondering if there's a way to get the A word to say those things.
I don't know.
Because maybe. So I'm a little skeptical on that.
Have you had any experience with your Alexa? I know you did with the Google.
That's weird. You said her name, and it didn't even light up. Don't do it again, though. Because then she won't stop. But no, we have not had that with that one. With the Google machine?
You've had...
We've
had experiences with the Google one, too. But this one was kind of just weird. I wish... I was going to do the other video, but it was like 9 or 10 minutes long. Oh. And it went through a good chunk of all the stuff that was happening with them. And he was talking about it. But I'm just like, if this thing is doing all the stuff in your house, that alone, just that incident, would have made me get rid of it. With the talking about contacting a spirit.
We had some weird shit happen with our G machine upstairs.
Yep.
The light.
That's what happened with him. And that's the thing is, like, if the lights were flickering while we're watching a movie, because before the lights started flickering, their A started saying something about using the Ouija board to contact a spirit, and then that started flickering. And I was like, oh, this is hokey. But then, like, I saw the bedroom thing. I'm like, oh my God, okay, the door open. This is hokey.
But that could be very rehearsed. I feel like that could be easy to, like, manipulate things.
And that's why I wasn't sure.
I don't believe that the last video we watched.
I would have gotten rid of it if it was doing stuff like that.
And also, I don't believe that.
But sometimes that bitch talks randomly.
Yep, I agree. But
that happens to me a lot.
Nothing like that. I think that was
talking about contacting the spirit. I don't like that. Okay, so this is, I think, our last video.
Last one.
Yes, this is our last video. And this one always gets me. It gets me in scary movies too, but it's believable because I've had it happen to me.
Okay.
So.
Let's see this bitch.
Hello? Oh my God!
That's it. That is it. Whatever it was that was slamming. So I've been watching this. His username, you can watch it on TikTok too, and YouTube, is Harry McClary, I think it is. I know, it's such a... I was thinking to myself, I'm like, you should probably make something up for your handle because that's just weird. But he's got all this activity going on in his house, like phantom stuff, like stuff slamming the door, like he's recorded.
So it sounded like something was chasing him.
So downstairs was slamming the door, and then he said hello, and then it like ran up the stairs. But you can't see anything.
But you could hear it.
You can hear it. And the thing that creeped me out about it.
Creepy.
Because what's creepy about it is I still cannot find that video of Ibo and Zuma at the end of the bed growling at something out in our loft. And I was by myself, of course, because he was in California for Google.
If something was chasing you up the stairs, what would you do? Would you stand there and be like, fuck you? Or would
I would probably run like him and say, oh my God, run away. I would probably run away because I've heard that on our stairs in our house.
Yeah.
The running up the stairs when I've been at the top. And I've also heard the jumping off, like sounding like something jumping off his bed and then running.
Yeah. I think for me, it depends. If I had been drinking, I get really brave and really brazen about things. And I would just be like,
liquid courage.
No, bitch. Come at me.
I know.
Or I guess it depends on my mood. I'm very I don't know, hit or miss with that kind of stuff.
I guess it depends. And everyone reacts differently. Like when he told me the times when Ibo was like barking at me and growling at me when I would just be staring off and he would say my name and like I wasn't responding.
I remember that, yeah.
For me, if I saw that, I'd be like trying to kick the person or push him over, like what's going on.
See, and there's times we've been laying in bed asleep and in the middle of the night, hear something, dogs are growling, and I'm like, I grab the bat and I just fucking run downstairs. I'm sober as can be. I'm like, I don't.
But that's the thing is, even you.
I
can
guess
have,
it just depends.
You can have a bat, but if it's paranormal.
No, I know, but like facing things and like doing things, I guess
asserting your dominance.
Oh,
yeah.
I will
saying this is my house.
I will fucking
go
say
away
that all day.
But like I said,
Weird.
I feel like ever since we started talking about Top Hat, stuff like kind of kicked up everywhere.
Yes. Also, agreed.
But yeah, I don't know. That creeped me out because of the running up the stairs, but that was it. I mean, like I said, I would probably run away from that, sober or drunk. Well, I don't know. Drunk, I probably wouldn't have been as in tune with it.
I get feisty and a little spicy and a little angry when people come and interrupt my space. So, I don't know.
Interrupt your wine drinking.
Don't fucking do it. Just kidding.
But folks, that's it for today. We're gonna wrap it up. Those were the videos we had. We might have some more that we review.
Let us know what you would have done, or if you think what we did or would have done is stupid.
Let us know.
I'm here for it.
We'd be curious to know what you guys would have done in that situation. Because, you know, to be honest, some of those situations we actually have experienced in real life. So, and as hokey as it looks, it's hard. It's hard when you have something so unbelievable happen to you. And sometimes you catch it on camera, sometimes you don't. You don't know how to explain it. Like the wine bottle thing.
Yep.
That was
creepy as fuck.
I never, that I remember, had poltergeist activity happen in our house, except for that. That was unbelievable.
Weird.
Watching it with my eyes fly up.
Or if you have any videos we should review. I would love to see it.
Yes.
I would fucking watch the shit out of those.
Yes. Either whether it be personal or something that you saw on like TikTok, YouTube, whatever.
Send it and we'll talk about it.
Send it in. Either, if you can, link it to the comments below. If you can't do that, send it into the email in the address below, and we'll review it, and we'll tell you what we think about it. Yes. But we're going to go drink some more wine, so you guys have a good night, and we'll see you on the other side.